Hi there, sisters. Here we are again to another sensitive topic, but I believe is important for every parent to know. By knowing when is the right time to orient your child about things related to love and sex, and how is the proper approach, we lessen or eliminate your fear about how you are going to deal with it when your children start asking questions. Allow me to help you think of ways of how you are going to handle yourself and your child when the time comes. But in the meantime, I'm going to ask you to click the subscribe, the bell, and the like button. This is again Cess, and welcome to Cess Talks. Some parents worry that opening this subject matter to their children will lead their children to engaging to sex. But research found that it's the opposite. A child who has been educated by parents at an early age tend to become cautious and thus delay the losing of their virginity. Educating your children about love and sex is something that I'm sure many of you parents find it difficult to do due to the reasons such as 1. It feels uncomfortable or embarrassing to talk about intimate subject to your children. 2. It isn't that easy to think of words to use or how much information you should give your child. 3. Parents can't tell when is the right time to talk about this matter to their children. And 4. Parents are unsure about how much information their child has already picked up from other sources. You know that even if today it's very easy to find information that will help you to be able to answer your questions about how you are going to handle this matter to your child, unfortunately, there are also available misinformation that may not serve the right purpose to your child. So why it is important that parents should educate or should be the first to educate your child about love and sex? If you are the first one to educate your child about love and sex, you'll be able to prevent your child from asking unreliable sources. And you can correct any misconceptions your child has picked up from other sources. To be the one to open up the matter to your child will give you the opportunity to set sex in the context of love or loving relationship and not the kind that your child will learn from their peers. So when is the right time to talk about it to your children? Experts agree that parents should start talking about sex or love and sex to their children as soon as they begin asking questions. When your child starts to become curious about his or her body parts and become aware of the differences of sex or gender, that's the right time. Your child will begin to ask you questions, and you parents can feed your children simple facts about their body parts, for example, in the beginning. And you can just continue with your dialogue when more questions or when this matter again arises. You don't have to worry about giving much information to your child. When the child does not understand words you're using or words you're saying, the child will simply shrug his or her shoulder. And since he or she already knows that you are open to this kind of questions, your child will ask you again when he becomes curious. And as your child grows, you can slowly emphasize to your child the role of sex in love. Children from 2 to 8 years old commonly ask these questions. What is that? And would point to the body part. Or Where do babies come from? Can I have a baby? How does it happen? How does the baby get in? How does the baby get out? When are you going to make another baby? Mama, Papa, why I don't have pennies? Or why I don't have vagina? And these are the usual questions older children ask their parents. What is masturbation? What is intercourse? Or what is sexual intercourse? What is mating? Or what is French kiss? How do you do that? Or what happens during sex? Hmm. I'm sure those questions you will find scary and intimidating. If it is your first time to talk to your child about sex, talk to your child informally, like you're just friends talking. Don't give your child a lecture. Make your child feel that it's okay to ask questions. Let your child feel that you are open to this kind of topic. So your child doesn't have to look for information outside your home. Slowly, you can bring up topics such as for girls, menstruation or breast development, and for boys, erection or ejaculation. For a child, it is kind of frightening to experience the development in their body. If they are totally ignorant about it, it's going to be scary for them. So it's better that you educate them. When is the right time? Pick up a perfect time to talk about it to your children. Do it in such a way that the discussion will look like spontaneous. For example, if you're watching TV together and then you see in the TV program or TV show topic related to love or sex, you can make a comment about what you saw to start up the conversation. Or if someone is pregnant in your family or in your house, or maybe someone is getting married. These are examples of perfect time to talk about the subject to your child. Take time to answer your children's questions. If you refuse to answer your child's question, he might get the wrong impression that sex is bad. If you don't know how to answer your child's question, tell him or her that you're going to find out the answer. And then once you find out, you're going to tell him or her. I already have mentioned to you the advantages of educating your child about the subject of love and sex. In addition to that, you can teach your child in accordance to your moral values or religious belief. Or guys, if you really find it difficult to start up a conversation with your child regarding sex, then maybe you can just sing your child a song like, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. Okay, just kidding, guys. All right. So, okay, guys, I hope that I was able to share to you really good information that you found really helpful. And please click the subscribe and the bell button for more videos. Until my next video. See you again. God bless. Stay safe.